Hey, what's up guys? Shadow Steel here. Welcome back to Railworks Sundays. And I did mention I was going to finish this scenario at some point. Well, we're back into it. And we're now time to switch some cars around. Okay. Car number 5. Yes, I know. Alright. But yeah, we are now back in service. We just stopped at the Spiecal here. So we're going to uncouple... Uncouple. Oh, number 5. Number 5 off the list. Okay, got it. Is this car off the train? Clink. Alright, next car to cars is going to go over on that track. Okay, fair enough. Oh, wrong whistle. I'm going to turn off, well, maybe not. If you haven't guessed, we are still running low on boiler pressure. Let's get this going here. Alright, we should be ready to roll. Get some boiler pressure going. Oh, we should be okay. We don't need the sanders on anymore. Let's get this moving, shall we? Oh yeah, we have the handbrakes on the lead locomotive. So we are... Oh, shit. Oh, no, we got the we're dropping it off on the track, eh? Fair enough. Back it up! Come on, you! Let's get going. We have some boiler pressure. Oh, we're building up boiler pressure fast, though. That's good. And, how many cars are we dropping off? 37 and 48. Okay. Dropping off, I think, the last 2 cars in the set, then. Yep, 37 and 48. Yeah, there we go. We're dropping those 2 off. Gotta fill up some boiler pressure here, too. We might, I'm not sure. Is that a wood stage or a cold? That's a cold stage. Damn it. I knew it was a cold. I figured it was a cold stage. We can't fill up with wood, so we'll have to deal with coal. Make sure we got clear. And then, whoops, shit. Center on layer. Yeah, we're good. Alright. Looks like the boiler pressure's kicking up. Alright, shut off. 12 miles an hour should do it. I'll let the boiler... So, we've been so I've climbed all the way to... I think is it Blue Creek? Yeah, Blue Creek. And we're going to go backwards from here. So we're going to go onto the main here, pull back a bit. I'm not sure why we're putting cars on the passing setting, but we are. Alright. What's the switch? There it is. Oh, that's not the right signal. I'll do it manually. Oh, well, it did it automatically anyway. Okay, back it up. Alright. Got it good. Apply. Okay, let's check the signal. The switch is there. Got it. We're good there. And we're going to go all the way. Ooh, there's a water tower over there, too. Why don't we fill up with water, too? Why not? Because we're going to need water. Probably. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Well, we need signals on the back end there. We don't want to be pounding the cylinders too much. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay. We're getting up to the signal here, and then we'll pass it. What the? Flickering water! Are the sanders on? Not quite. We'll be fine. Alright, pass signal, danger, approved. There we go. You always gotta clear the blocks. You always gotta clear the signals before you start moving, eh? Pass the first signal. Should check on the other signals here. A 10-mile-an-hour speed limit in the sighting, eh? Alright, not too bad. It should be easy enough to do. Let's see if we can... We might be able to get some water before we head out. Get some hole in the fire, too. So we've been... So I have had to... So the way I did the video last time, I actually had to replay the whole scenario up to this point. Otherwise, I could not get... because I didn't save the scenario originally. So, as a result, the car, like, I have everything, like, running... What the hell? What's smoking? Oh, the passenger car got smoke coming out of it. That's cool. That's a nice little touch. I didn't notice that. We'll go as far as the signal. That way we can get... Well, we might be able to get water, so we'll just go right up here. Alright. And I do think... I don't think they require us getting water, but we'll see. Back to the lead locomotive there. The safeties are going off, that's good. That means we have a full head of steam, too. Good. Damn it! I blew the whistle in the wrong tone again. Oh well. Does that apply brakes? Oh yeah, it does. It goes backwards, eh? Alright. Now stop. I got the safety's gone. That's good. Turn the blower off then. Let's do that. Alright. Uncouple... I believe it's 30... Did it say... Oop. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Not F2. Drop off cars 37 and 48, and then pick up 5, and then we're on our way. Got it. Alright, we're good. Clink. Alright, we're good. Hobble! Alright, we're good to go. Somehow recoupled into those two cars at the back end there, which is not what we wanted to do. We wanted to keep them separated. You gotta keep them separated. Yeah, I'm not gonna fill up with water here. That might be a bad decision on my part, but who knows. Should be clear out now. Why is the smoke drifting off this way? That's interesting. I don't know. Okay, we're lying through. Let's make sure we get the signal cleared for us. And we're gonna keep filling up the boiler with as much water as we can. So, we've got our cars dropped off. We're gonna hit the hill a bit more. Signal's clear. Clear! Clear! Oh, speeding. Fuck. There we go. 20 points. There you go, buddies. Alright. We kind of lost some points there, but that's not too bad. I do not care for gold stars anymore at this point. Even if I do get them, it's kind of funny. Oh, we only have the one passenger car left. I just noticed that. We only have the one passenger car. And it's producing smoke. That's cool. Okay. Alright, stop. One switchback. Alright, switches are lined and alive. Go run back here now. We've not gained a lot of water here. That's unfortunate. Oh god. Looks like we're good. Let's move. Hurry up. Oh, don't blow the cylinders out. Alright, you're good. Let's move. His brakes are released. That's good. I like how all... Oh, I just noticed all the passenger cars are smoking a bit. That's cool. Keep an eye on the signal indications here. Oh, yeah. That's interesting, too. So I know that the passenger... The thingy... Well, the throttle has a tendency to jiggle a little bit. If you try to close it, don't press the key long enough. So, that's interesting. Because in real life throttles, there's a bit of resistance with the throttles. So they won't like fully apply, but they also won't fully brake either. Okay, backing up. I'm gonna set the reverser back a bit. Approach our caboose here. We're gonna take the single passenger car up to, where is it? Promontory. We're going to Promontory. So we're going all the way up. Let the water kind of cool. Like, trying to get the water boiling up. Getting water in the boiler is going to be tricky here with that slow speed. I thought we would have a lot more time with this, but not very much. Alright, we're good. Maybe I should have gotten water. I don't know. Easy. You can kind of see it slowing down here a bit. That's fine. Sun's out. Now we're at 5 miles an hour. That's good. That's where we're supposed to uncouple the cars, but I uncoupled too abruptly. Easy. There's the 2 passenger cars over there. I don't think they're rolling. I hope they're not. Ease your way into the platform here, and we'll be good. Or not the platform, coupling into the car. Okay. Got it! Hooked in. That was a bit rough, but that's fine. Alright, we're off on our adventure. Alright. Let's get a move on. Up to Promontory. If we can get the brakes off. Alright, let's go. Oh, there goes the snifters. The light coming out of the door, I think, is a little bit of a funny little thing. I think that's not supposed to be doing that. The light coming out of the bottom of the car. But then again, who knows? With how Train Sim is, it's kind of interesting. We've got enough boiler pressure, we can get moving here. Are we lined out? We're lined out. Got it. Alright. Let me do something here real quick. I'm going to reduce the reverser a bit so we don't blast our cylinders off. We blast off too quickly without draining boiler pressure. And we don't have the sanders on, but we're not slipping, so that's good. At least we've got to move on. We need to clear out the block? Probably not. We'll see in a second here. Gonna keep the boiler going in. Approved. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're through the signal block. Good. The boiler water, the boiler pressure drop a bit, but fill that up with more firewood. We still have about 3 tons of firewood in there, so that's good. Alright, reduce the reverser here. That's good. We didn't keep the throttle off long enough where we need to drain the boiler. drain the cylinders, but I'll do that anyway, just in case. You never know. I did find out after, I think, the first video that the controls, that you can actually set it up where it is using the simplified controls a bit. Not completely simplified, but enough where it's like, oh yeah, that's not controlled. And that is Control D. Control D will set the settings for you a little bit. Alright, so we're at 24 miles an hour. We are supposed to be there at 8:40, and we are 8 minutes late. Fair enough. Whee! Around the corner. See if we can make some time up here with the speed. There's the grade. I'm looking for it. Oh, look, a little creek. It's also rather interesting to think that this grade is no longer around. This rail line, there's only a small portion of it left. And it's all at... it's all in... Like, it's part of a national park. So it's not very much left of it. Easy. Oh. Oh, request. Yeah, that's right. Not too worried about it. Come on, get up the hill, sir. You can do it. We got some sand on here so we can get it moving. Get the boiler fire going. Oh, we don't need the water in anymore. Jesus Christ. Holy hell, that's a 2% grade. You see why they abandoned this grade, sir? My God. We are slugging it out here up the hill. Oh, yeah. I don't have the blower on. That could help us. We're going so slow that we need the blower on to get some fire. Or the boiler pressure going up again. That should do it. 28 seems to be okay to keep us moving. Yeah, this is where things get tough, boys. And that's 7 miles out. We've got a ways to go. Yeah, we're gonna be running late here, boy. If we get this train up to speed, that'd be great, but I don't think we're gonna be getting up to speed here. It looks like we're stalling. There we go. It's a wonder. No wonder they had us dropping off the 2 cars up the town down there. We're gonna probably have to double the hill. There's a lot to go on here. Okay, now we're picking up a little bit of speed. Alright, it looks like it anyway. I don't know. Get that boiler pressure back up. You know what? Drop that a bit. See if that helps. Oh, grade is lessened a bit. Okay, that makes sense. So the grade is reduced a bit, so we can actually get some speed back up. That was a very sharp curve. That was a sharp grade there. Let's see if we can make it up this hill, guys. We should be okay, though. It's not as significant as I thought it would be. It is significant, though, gotta admit. Reduce that a bit. 22 should do it, maybe? We'll keep an eye on the speed there so we can actually get up to speed. No, we're slowing down again. 28's gonna be fine. Well, if we can top the grade here, that'd be great, but I don't think we will. More boiler pressure. Pour it on! I said pour it on! I want speed! She is not gonna... We're not gonna make this hill... We're not gonna make this destination on time here. We're at a 1.6% grade, and we are trying our absolute hardest to get up the grade. If we can make it, that'd be great, but I have no expectations of doing this very well. Alright, we're at 12.17, 12.7, 12.8. We're actually picking up speed here. That's good. That's actually pretty good. should probably get a screenshot of the locomotive going by as well, so. It's also fitting that I'm recording this just, I think, a few days after Memorial Day. Which, you know, America 250, all this kind of stuff going on right now, and all this whatnot. Oh, here we go. This is perfect. It'll be a perfect shot here, the bridge. Let's get out in the sun here. Boiler pressure's dropping a bit. And we don't want to be down too low, but we also want the boiler pressure to build back up. Get that fire going, boy. There we go. We got it. We got the sanders on. No, yes, we do have the sanders on. We have the sanders on. We have the boiler going. Well, we're making up time. That's good. At the expense of boiler pressure, we are making up time a little bit. Though, albeit not by much. Where is the final... Oh, there it is. Promontory Summit. Right there. Okay, though. I gotta admit. Ah! Fuck! Alright. Start reducing the reverser a bit. Get some boiler pressure back up. We might need to actually hold off on running any further, because we are at a point now where I am struggling to get up the hill. Oh my god, she's sliding to a stop. Do I have a brake on somewhere? No, I do not. The train's just too heavy. That's funny. More coal in the fire! Oh, here's the bridge. I could have gotten a screenshot of the bridge here. Jesus Christ. Whoopsie! Maybe not here. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I'm trying to get a shot here as the locomotive rolls by. There we go. That's good enough. That's one of them. Well, there we go. That's where we stop. What's the grade here? 1.6 again? Alright. As long as we don't slip and fly off the rails, that's good. That's good in my opinion. Being late is a small problem. Small price to pay. So we're going to be fiddling with the Johnson bar a bit as we climb up the hill. That's brilliant. Every time, I just got to keep that fire burning too. Not worry about water, we just need to worry about the fire. Is the wood load dynamic, I wonder? I don't think it is. Come on, come on! They're about 6 miles out, and we're still slugging it up this hill. You can definitely tell it's a grade. You can see how high we've gotten already. This is one of the appeals of mountain railroading, especially in areas like this, where you can actually see where you came from in some areas. The Rio Grande Southern has a great aspect of this, where the Rio Grande Southern, in certain areas, you can actually just see where you came from, and you've just climbed the side of a mountain in the most absurd way. To think this was all standard gauge tracks built in the 1860s that were just absurdly built. Like, this is a 1.8% grade. We are on a side of a fucking mountain here as we climb this. The steepest mainline grade in the United States is a 2% grade, and I believe that's Donner Pass. And I think the steepest grade in the North American hemisphere, I think, is Kicking Horse Pass. I think that's about 3% in some areas. But, like, to put that in, like, the Rockies were often seen as, like, being the most absurd sort of grades in the United States. And then you got places like the middle of Missouri where there's like a 1.5% grade just east and west of Rolla, i.e. Rolla Hill and Iron Hill. Which those in themselves are just absurd because you don't expect a 1.5% grade out in the middle of the Midwest, where Missouri is. And yet, it's actually pretty mountainous territory. The southeast Missouri's, parts of southeast Missouri and much of the Missouri itself is kind of hilly. I wouldn't say mountainous, but pretty hilly. And they really had to, like, work on building the railroad, like, in a way where it was decent enough. Like, there's an aspect, I think there's a tunnel. The only tunnel on the Frisco Railroad is in Arkansas, and that's because the grade out there was so absurd that they had to build a tunnel and loop the track around itself. It's like one of those situations like, oh, yeah, this thing, we're getting up to 3% out here. We need to build a tunnel so we can loop around ourselves. And that was kind of the whole thing with the Frisco. I think that's the only tunnel on the Frisco. Which, mind you, the Frisco extends from Oklahoma down to about Georgia. I think it did reach Florida in some areas, but it was like the very the tip of the panhandle over in Florida. So it wasn't very big. And granted, all that trackage was, most, if not all of the trackage was bought by the Burlington Northern in May of 1980. And by 1996, a lot of it was under the control of the Burlington Northern Santa Fe. Now, interestingly enough, I have mentioned this a few times, but May was a very interesting time in railroading history. A lot of railroads had the this sort of like aspect of like, oh, yeah, we're going to complete our railroad in the middle of May, right as summer starts getting really heated. Granted, good thing. We need to fill up with a little bit of water here as we climb a grade. Not by much. We get some speed as we run up to Promontory here, because I don't think we're top of the grade. You can see on the hill, the HUD there, that we do have a hill coming up here. But I want to get some speed as we approach the hill. Yeah, we're already on 0.4%. We were on, like, roughly level track there, but I think we're going to be on grade pretty shortly. Unless we are on level track. I don't know yet. There's another little good shot here, actually. This is actually a pretty good one. By the way, if you hear buzzing in the background, that is because I have a fan going on in the background. Because it is literally just days away from June, and it's 81 degrees out right now. Come on, you. Yeah, you can already see us slowing down. Yep, we're on the 1%. There we go. Got something. That's a nice shot. Not bad. Oh, yeah, the sun's behind the clouds again. Woo! Alright. Increase the reverser. We're going to try and get this thing as high as up the hill as possible. Yep. We also need to get boiler pressure back up, which means we need fire in the firebox. That's good enough. Alright, we're on another grade here. We are about, how many miles away? 5 miles. We are still 5 miles out from our destination. Jesus Christ. This thing is going to be another hour-long run. And we're like halfway through the video. Like halfway through the destination here. There is no way we're making this on time. That's funny. Okay, right about there. 22. Once you get slower, the Johnson bar, or reverser, depending on who you ask, will probably be our greatest help. Got another grade here. Oh, there's another curve up there. Cool. That's gonna be interesting. If we can get this train moving, keep it up to speed here, that'd be great. Whee! Oh dear God, that bridge. Okay, yeah, we gotta take a screenshot of this. Imagine blowing down right here. Oh, I think I took a screenshot of this a long time ago. I have a screenshot on my computer of this same area a long time ago, where I ran a different train across it. It is 1.4. We're not level. That's good, sort of. A little bit more. Come on, you. This is how many cars this little thing can take. It's 4 cars. Locomotive and tender. This thing is not very powerful. Yeah, I took the shot from the other angle there. Normally I would blow the whistle, but I can't do that because it's going to trigger the brakes. I do like these little rock cuts you come across every now and again. That's cool. Yeah, we're just slugging. Oh my god. Well, maybe it's not too steep, but it's something. What's the grade here? 2.2. Yeah, we're in the steep section again. And if we can get up to speed here, boys. Oh my god. We're at a 2% grade, and we're just about 4 miles out, 5 miles out from Promontory. We can get the boiler pressure to go up. Get the speed up here. Let's see. We're going 8 miles an hour with this train. Slogging it out. That might be the name of the episode, Slogging It Out. You wouldn't think this is very high up above the high up in the mountains, but it is. And we've got the regulator, well, the throttle wide open. The bar not fully in the corner, but like in the middle there, just to keep her moving. We got another curve coming up here. We're about 4 miles out. I am just keeping a close eye on everything here. The next destination. I need to check on what the fuck. Oh wow! So this is where we were. This is where we are right now. Oh, you're right. My mouse cursor is not visible. So this is where we are right now. And this is where we were. We haven't traveled very far. Get the fire going. And also make sure, where are we going? That's the player. That's the player. We're looking at the task here, right there. Got a wide track right there that we need to focus on. Should I back around? Maybe back up into it? Maybe. I don't know. We do need to line that switch there. I think, right? Maybe. Yeah, we're still got a ways out. More coal in the fire. Wood in the fire. Not coal, it's wood. We're at a 2% grade, and we're still slogging that. I need to get water in here regardless. There's no way I'm not making it up here without water. Alright, you're good. I'm going to reduce the reverser just a tad. Not by much, but enough where we can get boiler pressure back up. Maintaining boiler pressure and maintaining speed is kind of two things I can do. Well, it looks like I'm gaining speed though. Oh, because our grade is leveled out a little bit. We're going a little shallower on the grade here. What the fuck? Oh, it's because I got the Sanders on. That's why that little effect is going on down there. That's the Sanders. You can see where we're going. That's the line that goes all... And we're looping around ourselves again. We're swinging back and forth. This shows the amount of corruption that this these robber barons were doing back in the day. So one of the big things about the Transcontinental Railroad back in the day is that they were actually trying to get as much land as possible, as well as build, like as well as much money as possible, and as a result, they legit did not care to join the nation into two parts. So they would just wrap the tracks like back and forth, trying to get as much land as possible, so that if they did connect up the two tracks, that they could just rip them all. If they could just rip up all the tracks and then claim the land for themselves. It was actually quite interesting, long term. And granted, it did work to some extent. The Union Pacific and the Central Pacific did own a lot of land as a result. But I think they were demanded at some point by the government to basically say, hey, connect these railroads up or else you're not getting any more grants and stuff, which eventually they did. It was one of those situations where effectively it was a sort of like, oh, yeah, we have a job to do type thing. Come on, you. Get up the hill. Get up the hill. Oh, shit. I just noticed the coal level on the bottom. The coal that we're dropping out there. Should fill up the firebox a little bit. We're about 10 miles an hour up this hill. And we've run a little late. I am not going to make positive points on this scenario. Lord knows it. But that was never the goal. That was never the goal with my videos, honestly, anymore. I used to be one of those people that would try and get a gold star every time I would do these videos, but I have since kind of thrown that off to the side because there's no reason to. There's literally no reason for me to try and complete a scenario 100% and everything like that. That's not the goal. The goal is to have fun and enjoy running these trains. Never to get full points, honestly. Okay, we're slow. Oh, we're on level track again. The fuck? Reduce the regulator here. We're on level track. Well, for the most bit. Speed limit's 40. We're going about 20. We get the tires spilling on the back end there. Get more fire, fuel on the fire. Actually, you know what? There we go. Do that. Enough water in the boiler. Another bridge. And then, yep, we're on grade again. Got it. I knew that was going to happen. The boiler pressure bounced up a little bit, but not by much. About 3 miles to go. 3.5 miles. My God, how long have I been recording? This is switching and then slugging up the hill for about 40 minutes. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're late. We're about 10 minutes late by the looks of it. This is one of those things, like, that's a little, like, unless you're, like, granted, I think the scenario was meant to be a bit difficult, so I don't blame it. Don't blame the smoke box for that. It's one of those things like, yeah, that's about right. So. But I'm never good with operating steam locomotives all too much, so. I'm not, it's more of my doing than anything. I mean, much easier going downhill than going upgrade. At least we were on tonnage. Still rendering the video? Yes it is. Okay. If you don't know what's going on in the background, if you notice the jitters in the video, like it's going back and forth a bit, that's because I'm rendering a video in the background of this gameplay. I'm actually rendering my next video for Railroader, which should be out Tuesday as well. So, we should probably stop that. Okay. So I got two things going all at once. Actually, technically three, but who knows. Come on, get up the hill, sword. You can see we've slowed down to 13 miles an hour. That's brilliant. We're on the grade again. There's a squealing tires again. A little bit more on the reverser. We've got the throttle in the wide. We got throttle wide open, bar sort of in the middle here. I'll make sure she's getting up the boiler pressure. Oh, she's draining the boiler pressure quick. That's weird. There's a trick Smokebox mentioned in another video of mine about the dampers and everything, like keeping everything going. I don't remember what it was. I seriously don't remember what it was. We are on a 2% grade again. Wow. No wonder they had us drop. Like I said, they dropped off those two cars right when they needed one of those two. got fuel in the fire. We're getting water in the boiler. Climbing the last, what, 3 miles up to the grade? God, I hope we can get this out of the way here. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna run it. Run it! Full send! There we go. Come on, you! It's 2%! This little thing is not gonna be able to handle that. With this train, you'd barely get up the grade with the locomotive itself. At least with my dumbass. Come on, you. Let's get up the hill. Lord knows we're going to need more water in the boiler anyway. Boiler! Fire! Come on! We're going to... How steep is this grade? I know on my own route in Railworks, the Blackwater branch, the steepest grade I think I'm going to go with is 3%, but if I can't do anything with like a dinky little 440 in there, like, or so, like, granted, it's more modern equipment, so it would be a little bit easier to handle, but still, I had to actually make a specialized siding, whoops, for some of my trains that double one of the shallow side of the hill. Because I had a shallow part of the grade that was like 2.7% at one point. It's like, my God, what the hell was I thinking? Like, I can't get this train up the hill like this. But apparently, like, it was more of a continuous grade than anything. All right, we're good. Let's get the fire going. We'll do some reverser. We're on level track now for a little bit. And then Promontory Summit just off in the corner there. 2 miles out. 2.5 miles, actually. Quarter mile. $82. Water. If we can keep an eye on the grades there, that'd be great, but I'm not sure. This train is already late. We were expected to be there at 8:40. It's 8:42. There's no way I'm making it on time. Dropped off the car a little late too, so. Oh, here we go again. We're on the grade. At 2% again? What the fuck? Bro, what the hell? What were they smoking when they built this thing? Literally, I'm on a 2% grade, and I'm like just feet from Promontory Summit. What were you doing? I swear to God. I can't get up the hill. Help! I've fallen and I can't... Oh my God, there's still so many curves. Get up the damn hill, sir. I'm doing everything in my power to get this train up the hill. I can't do it. How much farther do we have? We have literally 2 miles to go and the thing's like slugging it. My God. Oh boy. Alright, now we're on the... Now we're gaining boiler pressure, which is brilliant. But it's only because we've dropped down about 8 miles an hour up the hill. More fuel to the fire, sir. I got another curve, and then we're going to go straight on to that way, right? Oh, wrong button. M does not do anything. That is not the map. This is the map. Now make sure we're lined. Get this thing over here and get it out of the way. We're now down to that about 2.5 tons of fuel. That's brilliant. Use a lot of it on the way up here. Back to being dark. There we go. Let me guess, we're gonna go up a 2% again. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. This is so annoying. This is over just a tad, so I can actually... There we go. Okay. Just need to make sure I'm rendering the video while doing this. Can we get up the damn... We're on a 1% now. Great. Now we level out. With only a mile and a half... Like, mile... 1.25 mile out. 1 3/4 of a mile. That's it. Get the fuel going here, sir. The lights are still on in the caboose there. That's funny. Let me put the water in the boiler so we can get up the hill. Lord knows we're going to be level track here eventually. Yeah, we are now 6 minutes late. We're going to be about 10 minutes late by the time we get there. Yeah, it says on the air it's about 12 minutes late officially. But who the fuck knows? Alright, come on you. Let's get up the hill. Swear to God, if there's another hill before Promontory Summit, I am going to be pissed. 0.6% grade. You can see that there is some sort of a climb up here, but I'm not too happy about it. $18 miles an hour. Yeah, we're not making it on time. Bro. You could at least give us like 10 minutes worth of wiggle room there. Oh, God. Been 47 minutes of recording. Fuel in the water, or fuel in the water in the boiler. That's it. Get some fuel in the fire. Yep, just as I thought. There's another fucking hill. Fuck you. I swear to God, I would love to go over to the people that built this railroad and beat them in the fucking ass. Sometimes. Because, like, there's, like, you could have done, they could have done better, honestly, but still, I mean, granted, they did do better later on when they abandoned this line, and I'm guessing there's a reason for that. Like I said, like, this railroad is, like, pretty steep and absurd now that when you look back on it, like, I guess they did go, I guess I could say, like, they did go back and fix everything. Is this a dry riverbed right there? What the hell is this? Off to the side, what is that? That makes me a river? What is that? I don't know. Some sort of weird cut. Was that like original roadbed that they were planning to use or something? I don't know what they were doing there. That's weird. Got a signal up there. Alright. Water in the boiler, coal in the wood in the fire. Line through there, we're line through there. Signal coming up here. Alright, there's enough fuel in the fire. You have two signals to worry about, which is interesting. Do we have to call either one of them? Not sure. It says approved, so we'll go ahead and take it. Oh, I see. There might be multiple signals we need to call. Oh my god. Just how long is this? We're got a quarter mile, 3/4 miles out. 3 of a quarter. Fuck. Alright, come on. That's enough water in the boiler. Get you up to speed, sir. Let me just get this thing up to speed. There we go. That'll do. What? Siding east. What the hell? We're on level track, a roughly level track, but not by much. By the way, if my mic ever peaks like that, like just be aware. Just be aware. I am still trying to get used to all this. Honestly, we're good there. Clear the block, clear the block, clear the block. Okay, now we're on level track. You can see the hot. Oh, prove. Slow down here. Actually, I'm going to tie down one brake on the caboose. Slow down because I'm assuming there's a 10-mile-an-hour speed limit when we get into the siding. Yeah. Come on. Release the brake and release the brake. Got it. Get some water in the boiler. We're about done here. We are exactly 12. We are almost 12 minutes late. Almost 13, actually. Lucky 13. Approve. Thank you. We'll slow down to about 10 miles an hour just by naturally coasting. That's good. I need to keep doing this because I don't know where the signals are. Can't tell what they're doing. There we go. We're cleared. One siding here. Yeah, we're about 13 minutes late. So, looks like speed limit is 40. Really? It's still 40. Into the siding? You don't want to be going 40 into the siding. My God. Why would you want to go 40 into the siding? You just run right at the very end of it if you don't brake hard enough. Alright, stop. Clear the switch back there. You're good. Alright, we made it. Well, guys, there we have it. A train that is running extremely late to Promontory Summit. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Like and comment down below. Subscribe if you guys want more, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.